Here's a quick video of the Back to the Future device that I made. Basically, I'll start at the top, work my way down. We got three of the vehicles here. I think they're the 1/16 scale. 3D printed some mounts on there just to mount them at that angle. The Back to the Future text was all 3D printed. Let me know if you want those files. There's a bunch of 3D printed stuff on here. If you want me to get you any of those, that's fine. I took all the electronics are the same electronics that are in the car itself. So like for the time circuits, I just took them off the housing and made my own housing to mount them on there. That's the correct box to use. I'm sure you know where to get those and all the parts, but the circuit board is for the same one that's in the car. And then the plutonium chamber, of course, the SID panel, DMC logo, again, 3D printed. This is actually a mini TV that stopped working. I'm actually working on creating a new one with a Raspberry Pi board. Not done with that yet. And this guy here, obviously your speedometer, and I threw in 10 buttons and switches for some sound effects. For now, this uses a 12-volt system, so this is a 12-volt battery. This guy here, let me know if you want. I could send you a link to this. This will power this whole thing for about 4 hours. And then for now, it has there's 3 AA batteries to run the 5-volt circuits. The reason why I didn't use a voltage regulator is the ones that I tried blew out the circuits that I'm using for this soundboard and this mini TV. But again, once I switch over to, I think I'll do a ESP32 microcontroller for this. And then I'll use the Raspberry Pi for that one. And once I do that, then I can just stick with the 12 volt and use standard voltage regulators, so I don't have 2 power sources. So if I turn on the 12 volt, I get the green light there. If I turn on the 5 volt, I get there, and that helps me know if anything is left on. You can see the flux capacitor switch. I have a bunch of these that I made, so let me know if you want one of those. And then, just like the car, do that to turn it on. And this is just an extra fun switch I added for the flux capacitor, so when you turn this on, that powers on the flux capacitor itself. Originally I had this turn everything on, but I found out kids would like to play with this, and they would click it on and off real quick. So I just routed it so it only powers the lights for that. These switches just control the lights for these buttons. And these play sound clips. So this is a random sound clips for the car. Then I believe this one is Marty. So there's about 4 or 5 sound effects for each button. And each was assigned. I found a nice way to label these after this project, so I'm going to label these all. Yeah, that's Doc. Yeah, so it just goes through, and different characters have different buttons assigned to them that play different sound effects. For now, this is using this amp. It's a pretty cheap amp, and the audio quality is horrible. So when I fix this television, I'm going to replace that amp too. I'm going to use, it's about a $100 amp that I'm going to use, but the sound is so much better. So I'll be replacing that whole panel within the next couple months. But yeah, that's it. Everything else works as it's supposed to. Let's go June 13th, 1974 at 5:30 in the morning. And then we pump our dial up to 88. And turn it back down. And there you go. Yeah, this thing is such an eye catcher. Everyone who comes in the office loves it. So yeah, let me know if you need help making one for yourself.